starting. There we go. And we should pop up there on the screen there in just a sec. Okay. And, oh, where's my phone for my notes?
Yep. So I'm opening up right now. Retrieving. Retrieving.
Retrieving. Wait a minute. Why is this not... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe is it going to the wrong one? Alright, whatever. It was working. Okay.
For some reason it won't open for me. Oh wait, there we go.
Okay.
I don't know what was going on.
That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. I'm all set. You all set?
Oh, it's not opening up. Not opening up the notes for me.
Here, I can just send it to you. You got AirDrop turned on?
Hold on, no. I gotta turn on my Bluetooth.
I can also text it to you either way.
Well, that was where I was trying to grab it from again.
Well, I did it from notes. I shared it with notes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on now. AirDrop contacts.
Okay. No, it should be. Set it to everyone because there's nobody else around. But everyone. Boom.
There we go.
You got it.
Yeah, for some reason it kept just trying to open up episode 50. I was like, what the hell?
That's not right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to go. You ready to go?
Yeah. I think we can change that Ben Affleck thing, though, because I think that he just signed on for, like, a big trilogy or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think I saw that.
All right, well, we'll discuss that then. All right, we'll just leave it at Ben Affleck.
Yeah, let me find it.
Affleck.
Let me just make sure, because I saw it was from Movie Pilot. Sometimes their sources aren't so credible.
Stream on that for me.
I think I saw that he had signed on for a trilogy, and that trilogy, it was either a trilogy and Batman Beyond, or that trilogy included Batman Beyond, where he'd be playing that older.
All right.
Be cool.
All right, let's get started.
There's no escape.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest.
Another name you might know me by.
Starlight.
My name is Oliver Queen.
You'll be hearing from us.
From the strategic homeland.
Just call us Shield.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
And here we go.
Excelsior!
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
Back again.
Again.
Another fantastic Geek Show episode of the Geek Show.
Yes.
Is coming your way, episode number 52.
52. We've made it over the hump.
Yeah.
And now, who knows?
Yeah, it's to infinity and beyond, as a wise man once said. My name is BJ, and that is Big Rich that you hear beside me.
Hi, everybody. Unless you're watching on the stream, in which case, I'm the guy with the baseball hat on.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Yes, as BJ said, episode 52 of The Geek Show, and just want to remind you, you can get us all over the place. You can get us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and the latest iHeartRadio app. Go, subscribe, and be a part of the Geek Show family.
Yeah.
Because, and follow us on Twitter, Geek Show Radio.
We don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate at all, no. And, it's all about the geekiness here.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, how has your week been when it comes to the geekiness type thing going on?
Well, I mean, Sundays are great because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I've just recently rediscovered my love of video games.
Oh yeah.
PlayStation 4.
Oh, there you go.
And I bought a PlayStation 4 this past Christmas time, like Black Friday. They had a deal. So I got it, and it came with Uncharted 4. And so I bought it, and then initially I was like, well, I want this game so I can play the games that I'm familiar with. So, you know, I went out and I bought Madden and all these other games. And so I popped in Uncharted 4. I had never played any of the Naughty Dog games before or any of the Uncharted. I had missed the boat on all of these awesome games.
Right.
So I played through Uncharted 4, and I absolutely loved it. Loved everything about it.
Nice.
So then I got like the Nathan Drake collection, who's the main character of those games. And it comes with, you know, Uncharted 1 through 3, which were out for PlayStation 3 at the time.
Yeah.
And I have blown through all of those. I really started playing Uncharted 4 this past May. And once I started, I just didn't stop. I just kept going. And so I've blown through the other 3 in less than 2 months.
Holy cow.
Yeah, man. I seriously dove right into that, and I absolutely loved it.
I'm more the retro gamer, so I've been playing like some of my old favorites.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
Okay.
The original StarCraft, not StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
The first one that came out back in the 90s. Was playing that. Some Baldur's Gate, which is D&D. BioWare. Atari owns BioWare, I believe.
Okay.
So it's basically an Atari game. Neverwinter Nights. I mean, those are mostly the games that I've been playing lately. I was deep into Quake Live for a little while, but now we've got Quake Champions coming out, a new version, and they've added some nice twists to that. So I'll probably be jumping in on that. But then there was another game that I used to play all the time, an online game, City of Heroes.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
Yeah. It's not running anymore, but some very smart coders basically took the client application, the program that lets you go on the servers to play, and they created their own little server. It only really allows you to chat, but you can still run around the maps and everything because all of that's self-contained in the app. It's called Paragon Chat, so I can go in and I can kind of play around in there. But, I mean, it's not really the game. But since now it's gone, there is another studio, small indie game development group, bunch of guys basically, that have gone on Kickstarter, and now they are creating a spiritual successor, they call it, called Valiance Online, and they just went into alpha. So if you put money into the Kickstarter, you can get on this alpha. Actually, they're still taking donations, and if you make a donation, you can get in on the alpha. $25 gets you in, and there's videos on YouTube and everything. It looks awesome.
Cool.
Lots of updated graphics, but a lot of the same, you got a lot of the same gameplay, but they've kind of changed things around to make it more interesting compared to. So it's basically like City of Heroes amped up.
Yeah.
A more modern looking version of it. And I mean, and there's still a lot more to come with it, but from what I've seen, it looks really good. So if you were a City of Heroes fan, this is a great game to actually look at. Valiance Online. Wow. So do you do MMOs or anything?
Not usually, no. I'd started to play a little bit of Destiny, which is that PlayStation.
Yep.
Same people that made Halo.
Okay.
And everything. And I just couldn't get into it. There's just so much. There was just so much to do with it, and I just couldn't invest the time at that time.
I mean, modern games, I mean, they look really slick and they look cool, but I don't really play a lot of them. I think I mean, I play the games that I mentioned before. I played when they were new, but obviously graphics nowadays and gameplay and the amount of content you get in games is like shot up.
Yeah.
But
I'm
still a retro guy.
I'm pretty excited. Well, I feel lost now that I've finished all of these Uncharted games. But luckily for me, there is a spin-off Uncharted game, Lost Legacy, that comes out in August that I've already pre-ordered, and it will be at my door August 22nd when it comes out. Thank you, Amazon.
Maybe we should do a gaming episode of Geek Show.
I'm starting to get back into it, so we
should do so. I don't have a PlayStation or anything like that, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could find a game that we would both like to play that we can do.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I'm pretty excited. You'd love this game, too. I'm pretty excited. Tonight, I'm going to start playing Injustice 2. Ooh. Because Injustice Gods Among Us, I was obviously late to the party with just having got a PlayStation 4 this past Christmas time. But I played through Injustice in like, I don't know, a day, maybe 2 days. The storyline is just so amazing in it. You know, obviously I haven't played through all the other things, but I played right through the story mode where you get to play as all the DC heroes in the alternate world and everything, battling an evil Superman. And I just got, when it came out, I got Injustice 2 because I loved it so much, but I got so obsessed with the Uncharted games that I haven't played it yet. So I'm going to start that tonight.
I've actually been watching the cutscene movies. Somebody takes all those cutscenes, puts them together.
Yep.
It's like a 3-hour movie.
It's
almost.
fantastic.
It's really cool. I got into that, you know, and you've got Tim Daly doing Superman's voice, just like in the animated series. You got oh crap! Why is his name doing Batman? Why is his name
Kevin Conroy?
Yes, Kevin Conroy. I just got it. He's he does Batman. They've got a lot of those animated characters, from the Justice League animated show and the Batman and Superman animated show, doing the voices for a lot of those. Like Mark Hamill almost always comes back to do Joker in all, like, Batman Arkham and all that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all you can't change.
I've got that one too, and I started playing Arkham Knight, and I was just. At the time, I was just all of a sudden so overwhelmed because I had the opportunity to play all these cool games that I had been hearing about. So I just stupidly started playing all of them. And I was like, you know what? No, I need to concentrate on one thing. And that's when I really started playing Uncharted 4. But before that, I played the hell out of Lego Jurassic World.
Oh, there you go.
Those Lego games are a lot of fun.
I used to play the Lego Star Wars ones.
Oh, Lego Star Wars.
Those are
Lego
fun.
Batman. It's a great game to play.
All the Lego games are really good.
Yeah.
So, well,
that reminds me of retro gaming, where it's just fun.
Yeah.
You're just going through, you're completing objectives, you got to solve puzzles and things, but man.
I mean, I like playing for the retro end of it though, mostly, the Commodore 64. That's what I grew up with. That kind of stuff. But, yeah, definitely. I think we should, off the air, figure out something we can do. Maybe even a role-playing game.
I might be able to get my buddy Stefan involved because he is game crazy.
I think we should. Yeah, maybe we should see about doing maybe like a role-playing game or something. Or even a video game. Whatever. Figure out something.
We'll figure it out.
And we'll do something. All right, but let's jump into the show. I mean, well, it's still kind of. Games are still kind of part of the show. It's
absolutely 100%.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Yeah. It's the Geek Show. All things geeky.
Yeah, and that's what we got in the description. We talk about movies, TV, games, comic books, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go into the first thing on our list of interesting things to talk about. Game of Thrones. I'm all caught up. I just watched episode 3 last night.
100% caught up. I wish the episodes were longer.
Oh my God, yes. But that was, should go without saying, we do talk spoilers on this show, so this is your official warning for spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen through 3 episodes of season 7 of Game of Thrones, leave.
Yeah.
Unless you don't care.
Yeah, sideline this podcast for later. Come back to it if you want to.
Yeah. But come back in a few minutes.
Yeah, come back in a few minutes. And we should be done by then. So all right, so what was the big standout to you for, going through episode 3 as of right now? Because we really didn't talk about the first 2 episodes since our last Geek Show.
Yep. For me, the big standout, which was the most frustrating thing, is just how smart it turns out Cersei Lannister is.
Oh, God.
Because as of right now, I was heading into this season thinking, here comes Daenerys. She's going to team up with Jon Snow. They're just gonna come through and they're just gonna pummel her. Like nobody likes her.
Right.
But it turns out she does have some people on her side.
Yeah.
Watching Tyrion and Daenerys and everybody doing this big military planning of so we're gonna take Casterly Rock, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do at King's Landing, but we don't want to kill innocent people. We've got Highgarden on our side, we've got Dorne on our side, we've got the Greyjoys of Theon, and his sister on their side, and they're gonna try and get Jon Snow up until this point. And then this 3rd episode, watching every military move that Daenerys is making is just totally getting overturned. Like they are being outthought, and I think it's either one, some kind of, rookie queen versus seasoned queen.
Right.
Or there's gotta be a spy. Like, how could they know all of this information? Like, where they're gonna be? Like, all of a sudden they knew the Unsullied were invading Casterly Rock enough to have Euron's ships there to then destroy their fleet, while the Unsullied are now trapped inside of Casterly Rock.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to hold it. And in the meantime, leaving Highgarden vulnerable. Lady Olenna there. Jaime Lannister leads the Lannister army in, totally takes that down. And then also you had the Greyjoys totally destroyed by their uncle Euron.
Yeah.
In the previous episode and into this episode, there's only a few ships left. What's her? What is her name?
I can't.
Yara.
Remember. Yara.
Yara is prisoner at King's Landing, and so are the remaining Sand Snake's sister, and their mother Ilya. They're prisoners at King's Landing for Cersei, and all things suggest that they're both gonna die. I mean, not quickly, but it's gonna happen.
Something's going.
I was expecting the Mountain to crush some skulls.
I was kind of thinking that too.
Were you sitting there like, get ready to pop that pimple?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, she's gonna say something, and Mountain is just gonna come over, and you're just gonna. No, didn't get anything like that, but it was. I mean, I see that she wanted a little poetic justice.
It's just evil.
Yeah,
she is bad, and that is. When is Jaime gonna turn the corner, man? Because I thought that
you could see it in his eyes. He's ready to say no. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that she gave him a mouth party.
Walked right in. Yeah, gave him that,
and it was like, whoa. And and he was ready to. I mean, he seemed like he was kind of put off by the whole thing right up until that point.
A little bit. Weirdness in that one. It's always been weird because it's incest and they're twin and they're twin brother and sister. So the whole fact that they're twins is always weird to me. But now they look remarkably the same with the haircuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Jaime loves him some Jaime or something like that. Or Cersei loves herself some Cersei.
It's like going back in time and doing the horizontal mambo with yourself.
Oh my gosh.
It's no. It's just wrong.
I think that deep down, just like Tyrion, Jaime is not like their father. Tywin Lannister was not a good person.
No, he wasn't.
He was an opportunistic person who would be on the side of whoever was able to be in power at the time.
Yeah, whoever could further his own agenda is who he backed.
And I just don't see that as Jaime Lannister. And I honestly think because, obviously in this other episode, the third episode, we get the meeting of Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen, which annoyed me because in the beginning they're just bickering back and forth like, well, I want it this way. Well, no, I want it this way. And I'm just like, guys, you are better than this. You are smarter than this. Both of you have been commanders in your own way.
It's like yelling at the movie screen. Don't go in there. There's a monster.
And think about it, Daenerys has been over on the other side of the world, like uniting people. Like, I mean, obviously, the Masters of Marine, not big fans of her. The whatever of the Harpy, not big fans of her. But she helped free an entire region of people that were slaves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Jon Snow united the wildlings, which hadn't been done thousands and thousands of years.
Yes.
And he brings them over the wall, and now they're fighting alongside of the people from the north. These two need to cooperate, and I think we got that towards the end of the episode when she granted him permission to mine.
That was the first step to get the dragon glass.
Yeah.
So I think now, because he's going to end up going back to the north, and either Daenerys is going to go with him or she's going to stay back. But either way, he's going to when Jon goes back and he sees the lords in the north, he's going to get, he's basically going to seal his their loyalty to him without any question. And then then Bran getting back to Winterfell.
Well, yeah, that was a big moment.
That was a big and they
why
really
is
didn't
he so weird all of a sudden?
It's like he's gone total, it's like he totally went emo.
Yeah.
Emo Bran.
Hi, Sansa. Like, what? I'm the three-eyed raven. You're the three-eyed raven? What does that mean? It was taught to me by the three-eyed raven. Wait, I thought you said you were the three-eyed raven.
It's complicated.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What
he's
the hell?
he's a teenager, so.
Oh my God! It's
very few words said.
Emo. Very emo. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call him Emo Brand.
Emo Brand.
Emo Brand.
I don't understand. There's so much craziness going on that nobody else knows about. Like, so Bran obviously is dealing with some of the craziest.
Yeah, because
in the whole show.
He has faced White Walkers as well.
White Walkers, the Whites.
Yep.
You can go into the future. You can go into the past. You know, you can warg into people.
Yep.
Or is that what it's called? Warging?
Warging, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So warg into people. I was making sure I wasn't pulling that from somewhere else. And you know, then you got Mira Reed is with him.
Yep.
And there's a lot of theories about Mira Reed and whether or not she is more important than they're letting on, and everything. I don't know. There's some of the theories are that they think that her and Jon Snow may actually be brother and sister, and there were 2 babies at the Tower of Joy.
Okay.
And Howland Reed took one, and Ned Stark took the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But the reason why they're pointing that out because they both have like curly
black hair.
Get out of here.
So
get out of here.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's cool. Whatever. But I just don't understand how all of a sudden he became a weirdo, even though he is dealing with craziness. Sansa hasn't seen any of it.
Yep.
No one up north has seen any of it. They're all going on the word of Jon Snow, which is why he's in such a predicament with Daenerys.
Right.
Would you believe if I walked in here and said, Rich, there are dead people outside right now?
No, I would not.
You'd go, that's not real, BJ. And I'd go, yeah, it is. Now give me all of your armies and I can go battle them. Okay? Just take my word for it. It's just crazy. I like the pacing of the show right now.
Right.
Because we skipped over Jon Snow traveling.
Yes.
Because we don't need to see that.
It's not another Lord of the Rings movie where you see them walking.
It's not like over and over and over and over and over.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm excited about Arya.
Going
home.
Absolutely.
You know, she turned north and she was heading to Winterfell, so hopefully next episode we'll see her show up right after Bran.
Yeah.
So that will give us most of the family there.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jon gets back from Dragonstone, then we're going to have a party.
Yeah.
And I that's going to be the big culmination, I think, of the season.
I think what's going to happen to get everyone involved the way that they need to be involved, right, is you're going to need the Lannister army on your side in order to beat everyone. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I think this season or early next season, Daenerys will defeat Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Jaime Lannister, who has a solid head on his shoulders for the most part.
Yep. He
will be the person that they get on their side in order to do the big battle, which is going to be
against the White Walkers.
Exactly.
Okay. So So you think it's gonna be the North, Daenerys versus King's Landing. They're gonna settle that first and then settle the White Walkers.
I think so.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I'm a little worried though with the big crossbow thing that they had invented to take down the dragon.
Oh yeah.
Reminded me an awful lot of the Desolation of Smaug.
Oh yeah.
I just think that that's going to be some bad news for one of her dragons. I think one of them.
You think
will
one
die.
of them is going to get killed?
Yeah, not the big guy.
I'm thinking that too. One or two, and I mean, hopefully they don't leave them with just one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's gonna one of the dragons. At least one is going to die.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
So.
Do you think that everybody that left is checking back in now to avoid spoilers?
I hope so. If if you're coming back.
All right. So that's when Jon Snow cut off Daenerys' head and rode off on the dragon.
Yeah, and then
right. And then Davos Seaworth was actually the one. He was the chosen one the whole time.
Yeah. And
Onion Knight.
And Tyrion was a White Walker all along.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And they wouldn't have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right. So
spoilers. None of that actually happened.
Yeah.
Just screwing with you.
We're just messing with you.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So let's move on to some. I mean, it's been about a week now.
Yeah.
Since Comic-Con ended.
Okay.
Not as memorable for me. I mean, a lot of trailers were released, but really not a lot of big surprises or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
Nothing really jumped out. We got Thor Ragnarok.
The longer trailer for Thor was fantastic.
It was. It was, what we did get was good stuff.
Yeah.
But it just, there was nothing there that really, there was no overt surprise that just blew everybody away.
There was no, I was hoping between D23 and Comic-Con that we would get some more Star Wars. We didn't.
Yeah, didn't get anything.
Thought we'd get more, maybe a little teaser something from Infinity War, because there was that one thing that everybody showed, the leaked clip.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I read a synopsis on it, but I just
did
don't
watch it.
I just don't want to go any further than that, because
I'm not gonna. I read the synopsis and then I found the clip and I watched the clip. Yeah. That's probably as far as I'm gonna go. I generally try to avoid spoilers myself.
I'm going to wait until after Thor Ragnarok, because I think that trailer has a lot to do with what's going to happen in that movie.
Yeah. And then I just saw a breakdown video of that trailer on YouTube that I have yet to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But there was, the picture that they were using as the thumbnail was a picture of Mark Ruffalo with a Duran Duran T-shirt. So there's something there. I don't know. Because they had an arrow pointing to his T-shirt. So
we got that next. The newer Justice League trailer.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yep.
I know that at D23 I saw somebody had posted about it, but they revealed some artwork for Captain Marvel, not Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
With Brie Larson and everything.
Oh yeah, there was
I'm pretty sure she's going to be battling the Skrulls. What I saw.
Yeah, there was some kind of video release.
Yeah.
That got put up there. I think Marvel did release it. It's on YouTube somewhere. It's really more just disjointed kind of clips. There's nothing, you can't really, you see Brie, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you really see Brie in the uniform, but you see her kind of walking around a couple of different times, and so, but you don't really, you can't really get anything from it. So it's very, very obfuscating. You can't see, you can't get anything off the storyline at all.
Okay.
We don't know anything about the Skrulls or anything like that.
No, but that'll be interesting to see where that comes from, because obviously, if they change her storyline a little bit, because she got her power through the Kree.
Yeah.
If the Kree isn't really anything that's involved with this MCU, because we haven't seen it in the MCU. We've seen it on S.H.I.E.L.D. We've seen it with Ronin.
Right.
But we haven't seen it on an Earth level. So, where does this movie take place is going to be the question.
Yeah.
And if, she's battling Skrulls, man, that's just opening up a whole other side of things.
Yeah,
but
whole big.
I did like the artwork that they showed for Infinity War that we did get to see.
Yes.
The bearded Captain America.
Yeah.
Everybody is just kind of there. You get Thanos and the children of Thanos, which are going to be a big part of it. Holy crap. Infinity War is going to be cool, and I don't want to see anything too soon.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything
Me either. I don't want to go any farther than what I've already seen. It's whet my appetite enough.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I've got right now, and I think it's all going to be really, really good. Defenders looks good. Nothing really new. We know that Elektra is definitely going to be the bad, kind of. She's the bad girl.
Is she aware that she's the big bad?
Who knows?
We're gonna have to find that out.
Yeah.
But Defenders looks good, and that is shortly. That's in just a couple weeks. August 22nd.
Yeah, we're recording this on August 1st.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're 19 days about and counting till Defenders, and some good stuff. And I was actually thinking about rewatching, trying to binge on some of the Marvel shows before we get Defenders, kind of so maybe like season 2 of Daredevil.
I think that's the big one.
Yeah, season 2 of Daredevil. Jessica Jones, just because I like David Tennant.
Yep.
And as Purple Man, he was awesome. He was just really scary. Jessica! It was just good.
I think I might rewatch season 2 of Daredevil. That might be as far as I go, only because of time and everything. And
yeah, we'll probably run out
it.
of time. But I still I enjoyed Luke Cage. That I didn't think I would like that one as much, but I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, and it was good. And Iron Fist. A lot of people there's still a lot of people saying that it was a flop, but honestly, I think it was fine.
It just, and I enjoyed Iron Fist. I thought it was good. I liked Danny Rand. I thought that they did a decent job with it. Obviously, it's not as crazy, deep thinking, moral compass story as the other ones.
Right.
But I thought it was good. I thought it was fine. It just was different. It was more on a level of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think, than it was the regular Netflix show level.
So, and hopefully we'll get even more character development in Defenders. I'm sure we will. I mean, obviously we've got all of these main characters from all these different Marvel shows from Netflix on there. So we'll definitely get some more character development, and Danny will be a part of that, so we can see, even more of what he can bring to the table. Yeah. For that. So, I'm trying to think what else came out of Comic-Con that.
Well, we got the a more extended trailer for the new Star Trek.
Oh yeah, Star Trek Beyond.
Yep.
Which is going to be on the new CBS streaming service.
It's also going to be available on Netflix, though.
Only outside the U.S.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I checked with my Star Trek guy.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be watching it because
me
I'm not buying the CBS All Access app. That is so stupid.
It is ridiculous. I mean,
put it on Netflix.
Put it on Netflix or even Hulu.
Yeah.
I'll resubscribe to Hulu just for that.
Yep.
I'm not going to go out and get CBS All Access.
What do I need CBS All Access for? So I can watch a billion reruns of NCIS and CSI?
No, thank you.
What is the point?
I've got just about all the episodes of Big Bang Theory anyway. So and that's what me and my wife watch a lot. So
now I know the original Star Treks and Enterprise to an extent were on kind of like network channels. I mean, Enterprise was on the UPN.
Voyager was on UPN, but by then I think UPN had actually gone downhill.
Right. I know that they're on like network originally and everything, but it just, with the way that television shows are now, I really don't understand how this Star Trek is going to be successful on the CBS umbrella. CBS kind of has their formula. They know their audience, and the sci-fi isn't really their cup of tea unless they surprise me. But like I said, not going to be watching it anyway. I might be able to watch the first episode because I think they said that they're going to be airing that on television, and then the rest of them will be available on the app. But no thanks.
And I haven't really done any research into it, so I don't know, where it happens in the whole timeline with Star Trek.
It looks like it's taking place prior to the Next Generation, but kind of in between. Yeah, I think it's
in between the
Next Generation,
the Chris Pine version of the original show.
I would think. I wouldn't think that it would be taking place before that. We already had a prequel one with Enterprise. Why do that again?
Yeah. So, all right. I haven't made up my mind. I'll watch the first episode, obviously, but from there, I'm not, like I said, and I'm not going to subscribe to CBS All Access. You're not going to subscribe to it. No. So what's the sense?
Is it going to have a catchy theme song like Enterprise?
God, I hope not.
Is it going to just be a score? I think a score is perfect.
I like the theme song to Enterprise as just a song, but as a theme, no. Stick to the score.
Next Generation is probably my favorite, and that's followed by Deep Space Nine. Yeah. Deep Space Nine's got a great opening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Next Generation's theme was kind of it was basically taken from Wrath of Khan, essentially. Who did, was it Alexander Courage?
Yeah,
did the theme music?
I am not familiar with that at all.
I don't remember.
You are pulling from knowledge I will not be able to understand, sir.
Is it sad that I went to go see Wrath of Khan in the theaters when it first came out?
Yeah, no, it's not
showing
sad.
It's showing my age.
It's great.
It's showing
I wish I could have seen that movie in theaters,
but it was cool. But still, I'm showing my age. All right, so let's wrap it up there for Comic-Con. And yeah, we really didn't. I mean, we never really talked about D23. I mean,
no. I mean, besides,
there really wasn't a lot of Star Wars that came out of that. Even, I mean, we got a little bit of Disney news.
There was a lot of Disney stuff that had come out at D23 that the public wasn't able to see. So yeah, I'm waiting for all of that. Like apparently you got to see bits and pieces of the live-action Lion King that Jon Favreau is doing, the Mary Poppins stuff, and not incredibly geek-worthy news and everything,
Right.
but they're things that I'd like to see.
Yeah.
You know, the Mary Poppins Returns thing with Emily Blunt, I think, seems interesting.
Yeah. I'm not an overt Disney fan like some people I'm friends with, but I mean, yeah. I mean, it's now that they got Star Wars and they've got Marvel that they've, you know, they kind of got my attention.
Oh, I love Disney. All we have on at home is the Disney Junior channel constantly.
Constantly.
It's just on in the background.
Oh.
Logan's just dancing constantly. Puppy Dog Pals or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse just all the time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
Hot diggity dog.
that's it. That's the ticket. That's the ticket.
All right.
And lately it's Moana. He loves Moana.
Oh yeah, I was watching that on Netflix. That's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
That is a good movie.
I didn't love it at first, but it grew on me.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock saves everything.
He's pretty good. He's got some good comedy chops.
Yes.
Definitely for sure. Ben Affleck. Originally, we had heard that Ben Affleck was going to be replaced by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was going to take him out of the loop.
I thought there was a lot of crazy, weird drama with it. I mean, first he dropped out as director, and then there was all this news that they had bought Matt Reeves in on the project, which he is there, and that's good. That's exciting. And then there was like, well, now they don't want to do Ben's script at all. Now they want to do a new script. They want to do Matt Reeves' vision of the character instead of Ben Affleck's, which is fine because the vision of Batman that we currently have is Zack Snyder's, you know, along with Jeff Johns. So I don't know if we necessarily needed to see what Ben had. I would be curious, and I hope that they still bring Deathstroke into play. But he had said at Comic-Con, I saw a clip floating around that he was not out. He was excited to be able to play Batman for Matt Reeves and see this vision through. And then I just saw earlier today via Movie Pilot. Okay, so take that as you will, but via Movie Pilot.
Big grain of salt there.
Yes. They say that Ben Affleck has signed on for a Batman trilogy and a upcoming adaptation of Batman Beyond, which is something that people have wanted to see for a really long time. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, there was a big push for that, for Batman Beyond from the fan base.
Yeah.
Me, one of them, because I loved Batman Beyond, and getting Michael Keaton to play old Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
And there were side-by-side pictures of the animated version of Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond and Michael Keaton. And yeah, he looks the part, and it kind of harkens back to the Tim Burton Batman, which I thought was pretty good. Yeah, I want to see Batman Beyond, and I hope, you know, and I have faith in Ben Affleck. I know he's a comic book nerd. Yeah, Daredevil wasn't all that great.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Ben Affleck for that. I blame the studios for screwing it all up.
And now that we know that the meddling is done with, for the most part, with most of these, they've been great.
Yeah.
Here's the quote. This is from comicbookmovie.com. Their Warner Brothers insider is reporting that he will reprise his role in the Matt Reeves planned Batman trilogy. And here's the quote. Affleck is signed on to appear in the Batman Matt Reeves trilogy. Affleck will play the Dark Knight for 3 more films, with the last leading into a Batman Beyond film. So it sounds like a little bit of passing the torch.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you can't... It's just like with, you know, Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine.
Yeah.
You can't be the same character forever.
Right.
Everybody's getting older, like, you know, Robert Downey Jr. He can't be Tony Stark forever.
Well, I like the way that they've always kind of handled the passing of the torch stuff and, like, the future DC things. You know what I mean? Like, Batman Beyond was great. You know, it was following what had happened with Batman the Animated Series into Batman Beyond was good. I liked when they kind of did that future episode of Justice League Unlimited, I think it was, where Terry McGinnis went into to talk to Amanda Waller because he was uncertain of, you know, Bruce Wayne's motivations and things like that.
Right.
Batman Beyond's cool, and I would love to see what they're going to do with it, how they're going to introduce it. I mean, we're talking a long time from now because if there's 3 more Batman movies coming, we're talking at least, what, 9 years?
Yeah.
Is that 9? Is it going to be? It's got to be like 9 years.
It's got to be close to 10. Yeah, 9 to 10 years.
Right. Because
you got to have time to, you know, you got to have time to write the movie. You got to get everybody together. You got to get your funding in place.
Well, when did Batman Begins came out in what, like probably 2005?
Yeah.
And so The Dark Knight Rises didn't come out until 2012. So that's at least 6 years.
I mean, the trick is, if you want to make all these movies and have them come out in a reasonably shorter amount of time, you got to have like everything together ready to go and film all of these movies at the same time. Kind of like what Peter Jackson did with the Lord of the Rings movies.
Right.
He had, you know, he basically went from one right into the other, right into the other.
Yeah.
And that's how we got them so quickly.
And so that it wasn't skipping a beat.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you didn't miss anything with
it. And that's one of the things that, you know, it was kind of like with Back to the Future. You had the first one with Michael J. Fox, and you had Elizabeth Shue playing his girlfriend, and then Elizabeth wasn't available or didn't want to do the movie or something happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, they got somebody else to play her, Elizabeth Shue was the stand-in. She was the one that came in for the second and third movies.
Yeah.
And then the first girl, does anybody even remember the first girl anymore?
I do not.
I'm sure there's fans that do, but still.
But yeah, I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, you gotta lock everybody in at the same time, get your script together, get your money together, get everything ready to roll, and just do them all, bang, bang, bang. That way, you don't miss a beat. You don't lose out on production time or anything like that.
Well, that was what happened with the first Hunger Games movie.
Yeah.
They didn't think it was going to be as big a success as it was.
Yeah.
That was when Jennifer Lawrence was kind of exploding. So she had also been in that same exact time period, X-Men First Class.
Right.
Well, she had signed on for a 3-film deal with that franchise. So when they wanted to go ahead and make the next Hunger Games movie, there was an issue because she was already signed on to make X-Men Days of Future Past.
Right.
So they had to wait on that.
Yeah.
And eventually, you know, you got all of the Hunger Games movie made, and now we've got her in the X-Men movies, and I think everyone is kind of over Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
unfortunately, she seems nice enough, but
oh yeah, she was good in Passengers.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
I still didn't see Passengers.
It was. You should see it. It was good.
I heard that it was pretty good. I just haven't seen it. I want to see it.
Yeah, and you get Lawrence Fishburne as well.
Okay.
So, you know, he's in there.
Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh dear.
Well, when you were saying, like, you know, you just got to lock the actors in, which is what
you do have to lock
which is what they've been doing now.
Yeah.
Get them locked in, you know the character is coming back in some way.
And that's exactly what Marvel did. They got the characters locked in. They didn't really, but they've had a group of people working on each other's movies, and I'm guessing the type of, the collaboration meetings and everything else have been fast and furious since they decided, since Iron Man was a hit.
Yeah.
And that's when they truly started the production on all the other movies.
Yeah.
So, they obviously had this idea for Avengers and all these other movies to do them, but they wanted to make sure it all worked out, so they did Iron Man, and I'm sure after that first weekend, Marvel said, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we're on board now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Iron Man and the Avengers, it's transitioning over to the comic book world.
Oh, yes.
There's a report now that the War Machine armor in the Marvel Comics, we're not talking MCU here, people, we're talking about Marvel Comics.
Right.
That is going to be worn by none other than Frank Castle, the Punisher.
That is scary. Because, what's it?
Give him one gun and you're in trouble. Give him a suit made of guns.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And armored to the hilt.
Yeah.
I may actually have to get a few issues of this.
I would like to see it. What's going on in Marvel right now is just so crazy. I'm way out of the. I'm way out of the loop. I stopped reading after I read that first initial Captain America Steve Rogers that came out that had him become a Hydra agent, and I just never. I wanted to read more. I just didn't have any time.
To me was the stupidest thing.
Well, and that's what it's stemming from. Is like now that he is leading Hydra and this Secret Empire storyline that's coming up, and there's another big event coming. Surprise, surprise! Comic books big event. Got to buy all the issues. But the Punisher is apparently working with evil Steve Rogers, and he's going to be in the War Machine armor. So that should be interesting.
This is just now this is kind of bringing me down because of that.
Yeah, it's just how it is. That's why Marvel's sales aren't great right now, and I think it's people have this fatigue of having to buy multiple issues of all the comics.
Yeah, I agree.
It is what it is.
Even if I got a Marvel Ultimate subscription, which is like, what is it, like $10?
Yeah, and you wouldn't even be able to read these ones though because it's not current.
Oh, well, there you go. So
it's their library, but I think you have to wait a year before you can read the issues.
So then there's no sense in me even. Well, I would still get Marvel Ultimate to read the older Spider-Man issues.
Well, the
stuff I read when I was younger. I definitely do that.
It's too much to keep up on a monthly basis as far as making sure the issues, what you can do at the end of the day when they release it all. Just get it in trade. Read it a couple years after the fact. You're not gonna miss much. Except for if you're a diehard comic geek.
Yeah.
We are. We love comics and everything. It's just, it's a huge chunk of time.
Yeah,
I really enjoy reading a trade because then I can just keep going.
Yeah.
You
get. I mean, because a trade is like what? They're like $20.
Yeah.
And
$10 on Amazon.
Oh well, there you go. And my wife's got Prime. Ooh.
You can have it here the next day. That's what I usually do. You know how many times I hear, What comic book did you order now? Coming in the mail. Green Lantern Rebirth this week. Ha ha.
There you go. All right. Well, now I know what I can do with my money.
And a lot of them are cheap. I got a whole list.
Ooh. All right.
I just wait for them to go on crazy sales.
I'll just have to. All right. I'm gonna have to put that in my list then.
That's how I read Outcast.
Yeah.
Outcast is a great Robert Kirkman book. I like it a lot better than The Walking Dead. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but I wait for it all to come out. And so I've got, I think I've got 2, 3, or 4 volumes at home that I've read all the way through. So when I just wait, I just end up waiting for the next ones and the next ones and the next ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. I'm gonna be looking at it. I'm gonna get the wife's Prime account password and start looking and going to town.
Especially if you like, some of the more independent ones too. Those ones are real cheap on there.
Oh
like Saga. I think I got the first volume of Saga for like $4.99.
I think I'm just gonna do Amazon for like all my stuff because my games and all. Because Kim and I are we like the tabletop games, and we watch Will Wheaton's show on YouTube, Tabletop, and then we're starting to get into another one called Titan's Grave.
Okay.
Where it's mostly him just he's basically. He's basically GMing a role-playing game with like 4 people.
Yeah.
And on camera, and it's just and they've got artists that are doing artwork for different scenes of the storyline that he's having them play out, and that it's a really good show. It really is. My wife is not into role-playing games.
Yeah.
But she was getting into this because Will. I mean, he's throwing some of his acting chops into it.
He's entertaining.
Yeah, he is. He's an entertaining guy. But this is. Definitely, that's my pick. If you want to, if you want something good to watch, watch Titan's Grave on. I think it's on Geek and Sundry on YouTube. But we get a channel here called TBD here in Albany.
Okay.
On the digital. Do you have a digital antenna?
I know. I've got DirecTV.
All right. You should just throw up a digital antenna. Go to Walmart, buy one, hook it up, and it's channel 6.3.
Okay.
So CBS, the local CBS affiliate runs it. WRGB. It's a good channel.
Okay.
It really is. It really is a good channel. You should definitely, and just $20.
Very good.
Just buy an antenna for $20. Okay. So all right. So back on track. The whole Marvel thing with Secret Empire, blah blah blah. Who cares? Don't want to buy 10,000 issues.
I just can't.
Of comics that I don't want to read. I mean. It's if you want to hear us rant about it, what was it? It was in 51 that we were ranting.
Probably
50 or 51 we were ranting about this. About all these different issues and all these different. How many versions of Spider-Man can you have? I mean that kind of thing.
I think it would be really cool. I mean, I think it's cool to see the Punisher in War Machine armor.
Yeah.
Wow, I would think it would be really cool since the Punisher exists in the MCU kind of through Netflix now.
Yeah.
How cool would that be now that Rhodey's kind of down and out for the count as far as we know? He could be back. He could be fine as far as...
Well, he was walking, so...
Yeah. By the time Infinity War comes around, he'll be okay. But how cool would that be to see John Bernthal's Frank Castle
Yeah.
gearing up in the War Machine armor
Yeah.
to go up against Thanos.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be kind of kick-ass.
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see that. I mean, I don't have anything else on the list. I don't know
No.
if we've got anything else to cover that you wanted to bring up.
No, I think we did. We, I didn't expect to talk so long about video games, but that was fun.
That was fun. Like we should
Yeah.
come up with a special edition episode for video games or something.
Yeah.
And just see what we can do. I mean, maybe throw it up on Twitch even.
Yeah. By the time we get to the next episode, I'll probably be through Injustice 2, so I'll be able to talk all about that.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Okay. So I guess we'll just end it there. Usually, uncharacteristically shorter episode. Well, it's kind of in our time. We usually do.
No, I think we're
we usually
right
do
about
like
now.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I think we've been good on that. And like we say, the content is a little lighter right now. We're kind of in a lull period in between these big movies.
Yeah.
All the big ones have come out. Guardians 2, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. Now we just sit and wait for Justice League and Thor.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the shows aren't back yet either.
Yeah, we'll have Defenders next. We'll have Defenders. I wanted to say next month, but because we're just into August, we'll have Defenders in a few weeks. So next episode, we'll probably be talking about Defenders or gearing up for Defenders.
And we'll be right back into all of the fall shows. The Flash and Arrow, Supergirl, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Black Lightning is coming.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
It hasn't really piqued my interest yet. I've seen some of the stuff, but it's not.
We'll have to see how it does.
Yeah.
It could be their first flop.
Yeah. No, we'll see how it goes because it doesn't seem to me like it's following the same character storyline.
I don't think it is. I think it's the surprise to me, and this may surprise me as well, is Legends of Tomorrow and how much I enjoy Legends. So I think that if Black Lightning can capture that same kind of magic, because Legends, I mean, that you're looking at almost like totally original storylines when it comes to Legends.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really cool. So maybe we'll get the same vibe from Black Lightning. You never know.
Yeah.
That's
I would like to see Static Shock.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. And then have that tie in. But I mean, the other thing too is I still want to see more of the main heroes on the shows. I mean, we got Arrow, but I mean, I don't know.
Thinking, sir.
I don't know if you've been following like the like Arrow writer room on Twitter and all that from the production. I mean, they're throwing some hints out there. Or maybe it's Easter eggs or something like that in regards to like Green Lantern and some other stuff.
Well, we've been saying for years we'd love to see Green Arrow, Green Lantern on the same thing. So maybe we will get it on TV.
And wasn't there a rumor of an actor saying that they were in talks to do Green Lantern? Not that I can. I remember seeing something. I don't know where, but there.
I mean, I'm open to it.
I'm gonna say there are rumors out there. There are things people are talking about it. Okay. So we'll see we'll see what happens there. So
maybe this fall in the CW we'll finally get to see Green Lantern.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be nice.
Don't let us down.
Yeah, don't let us down, Arrow.
Yeah.
Don't let us down, Flash, Supergirl,
or
maybe even Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Legends. Yeah, maybe.
On one of them. I'd like to see a TV Justice League just because, DC movies are not as, well, let's leave it at that.
Well, dream big, little dreamer.
I'll dream big if you dream big, little big. All right. Wow, lost it. All right, stay geeky.